What if you were in a room where you could get anything you wished for, be it money, wealth, or children? Today, I'm going to share such a story. So let's begin. The story starts with a couple, Matt and Kate, who have just moved into their new home in New York. They were happy to start their ordinary life. The new house needed renovations, so they were busy fixing it up. While repairing the kitchen, Kate found a dead bird. She took it outside to bury it, but just then, Matt called out to her from the window, distracting her. When she looked back at the bird, she saw it had disappeared. Meanwhile, while discarding unnecessary items from the house, Matt noticed something strange on the wall. To see it clearly, he tore off the wallpaper. There, he saw a large door with a strange hole. He called Kate, and together they opened the door. Just then, all the lights in the hallway suddenly went out. To fix this problem, Matt called the electricity office. Kate, meanwhile, felt a strange unease in the house, so she followed Matt. The next day, an operator from the electricity office came to fix their light problem. The operator was surprised to see that all the wires in the basement were strangely connected to each other and looked very old. When Matt asked him to fix the lights, the operator said he had never seen anything like it before. Before leaving, the operator told Matt that the house's first owner had been murdered there. Hearing this shocking news, Matt began researching the house. He read an old news article and learned that the previous owners were a couple named Paul and Madeline, and they had died in that very house. After more digging, he discovered that someone named John had murdered them. Matt was an artist, so he tried to draw John's picture on his sketch pad. After a while, he went to the mysterious room to rest and sat there drinking a bottle of wine. But then he wanted another bottle of wine. Just then, the lights began to flicker, and suddenly, another bottle of wine appeared in front of him. Matt was surprised by this. Looking closely at the bottle, he realized that this room could fulfill any wish. Meanwhile, Kate woke up to the flickering lights in the living room. Not seeing Matt beside her, she went upstairs to look for him. There she saw the room filled with new things, and Matt looked very happy. Matt showed Kate expensive paintings and told her that the room could fulfill any wish. Kate initially brushed off Matt's words as a joke, so to test it, she said, "Give me $100. Matt found the money Kate asked for in the room. Still, Kate couldn't fully believe it, so this time she asked for $1 million. Just like before, she got it, and they became millionaires overnight. Seeing this, Kate gets scared and leaves the room. Matt tries to explain that they can use the room's power to live a luxurious life. After that, they spend their time wishing for things they desire. The room produces expensive clothes, champagne, valuable items, and money at their will. Matt and Kate's joy knows no bounds, as they now possess all the world's costly possessions. However, this glittering life doesn't keep them happy for long, and slowly they begin to feel the lack of a child. This void isn't filled by all these things. Then, Matt gives her a baby crib, indicating that they should now have a child. But instead of being happy, Kate is disheartened and leaves the house because she has already had 2 miscarriages. After a while, Kate returns and goes into the wishing room, where she wishes for a child. When Matt finds out about this, he gets angry at Kate and asks why she wished for a child without consulting him. They argue a lot about this. Kate says that she took this shortcut so she wouldn't have to endure the pain of miscarriage or labor. She believes they will be very happy with this child, but Matt can't agree. Matt tells her to go back to the room and return the child. Afterwards, both of them go to the room, but Kate can't bring herself to wish the child away. Instead, she tearfully hands the baby to Matt. However, Matt also becomes emotional with the baby and can't wish it away either. He then hands the baby back to Kate. Finally, both of them decide to keep the child, and thus they become parents. The scene changes, and we see Matt looking at his incomplete drawing where he was sketching John's face. He learns that the suspected killer is still alive and in a mental hospital. According to an old news article, John claimed that the room made him commit the murders. Immediately after learning this, Matt sets out to meet John to get more information about this room. Upon arriving at the hospital, the nurse tells him that no one except news reporters has come to see John in the last 45 years. Hearing this, Matt introduces himself as a reporter. Finally, Matt comes face to face with the elderly John, and he asks John about the house, and specifically about this mysterious room. With an evil laugh, John tells him that he had been waiting for this moment. When Matt asks John about the reason for the murders, he says that he had no other option. He also tells them to leave the house as soon as possible. Afterwards, on his way home, Matt stops at a petrol pump, and when he takes money out of his wallet, he sees that all his money has turned to dust. He quickly returned home and, to confirm his suspicion, emptied all the money from the room. He also placed the expensive painting from the bank outside the door. He then saw all those items turn to dust. This made him realize that anything they took out of the room would turn to dust once outside. In anger, he broke down the wall, hoping to uncover the room's secret. but found nothing but complex wires. Then, by removing some wallpaper, Matt discovered a map of the house, which showed the wiring connections. Meanwhile, Kate wanted to go outside with the baby, but Matt stopped her, saying it wasn't safe. He kept the matter hidden from Kate for the time being. A few days later, the baby started crying loudly due to some pain, and Kate, unable to comfort him, took him outside to calm him down. But within seconds, the baby started growing larger, and when they re-entered the house, they saw the baby had grown significantly. That night, Matt told Kate that anything the room gave them would only work inside the house and turn to ash if taken outside. Hearing this, Kate became very sad. She said their child was not property that they couldn't take outside. Kate felt deep love for her child and accepted him as her own son, naming him Senator. For the next few days, Sen stayed inside the house and understood that he couldn't go outside because there was a dangerous virus that could harm him. Senator told his mother that he had never been outside and didn't like being confined within the walls. But Kate wouldn't let him go out for safety, so whenever they entered or exited the house, they locked the door to prevent Sen from accidentally stepping outside. One day, Kate absent-mindedly forgot to lock the front door. Meanwhile, Kate was busy playing the piano, and taking this opportunity, Sen stealthily moved towards the front door. He was very excited to see the outside world, so he stretched out his hand and felt the fresh air outside the door. Kate then saw him and rushed to hug him, relieved to find him safe. Afterward, Matt and Kate together boarded up all the windows in the house to prevent Sen from going outside. That night, Kate woke up and saw Sen standing by her bed. Sen asked her if he could sleep next to her. Hearing this, Kate lovingly hugged him and fell asleep. One day, Matt saw Sen had turned his room into a playhouse. Matt then spoke very harshly to Senator. Hearing Matt's words, Sen accidentally broke a snow globe. In reality, Matt had not yet fully accepted Sen as his own son. He behaved roughly with him. Meanwhile, Kate quickly came there, hearing the sound of the globe breaking, and started fighting with Matt for not behaving like that with their son. At night, Sen found a map while walking around the whole house, which he followed to reach the basement. Matt and Kate couldn't notice anything because they were asleep. The next morning, Matt woke up and saw a new snow globe beside him, and the old broken snow globe lying a little further away. He understood what happened by seeing the flickering light. He quickly woke Kate up, and both of them ran towards the room, and what they saw there left them stunned. Sen had intentionally created a huge outdoor area in the room. Now there were no walls or ceiling in the room, but an open sky and a vast forest. Sen was busy building a snowman there. Kate was overwhelmed with emotion, seeing this amazing world created by her son, and started playing with him. But Matt got extremely angry and forcibly brought Sen inside the house. This led to a huge argument between Matt and Kate. Kate didn't think it was dangerous. Amidst their argument, the phone rang. Matt was surprised to hear John's voice on the other end of the phone. John had learned by talking to Sen that they wanted a child. Meanwhile, Kate was secretly listening to all their conversation from another phone kept in the kitchen. John told Matt that to let Sen move freely in the outside world, he would have to sacrifice Kate's life. Then John told Matt that he had two options, either kill Kate to save Sen or kill Sen to save Kate. Hearing this, Kate felt very sad and left the house. In pain, Kate wanted to crash her car, but she couldn't do it. On the other hand, at home, Matt started behaving like a madman with Senator. He threw away all of Sen's belongings and even destroyed his studio. A little later, Matt prepared dinner for Senator. Senator was sitting at the dining table. During dinner, Sen started asking Matt many questions. Annoyed by this, Matt told Sen, "You are not our son." Not only that, in a fit of rage, he kicked Sen out. A little later, Matt realized his mistake and went to Sen's room and apologized to him. After that, Sen asked him to read him a story, and they slept together all night. When Kate returned home, she felt very good seeing them sleeping together. That night, while Matt and Kate were busy in intimate moments, Sen secretly watched them. Then he waited for them to fall asleep, and after they fell asleep, he stole the key to the door. The next morning, Matt and Kate realized that Sen had gone outside when they saw the front door open. Just then, they were surprised to see Senator in another part of the house, because Sen had now completely become a young man. He aims a gun at his parents and threatens them. Kate tries hard to reason with him. Meanwhile, Matt pounces on Sen, and a fight breaks out between them. On the other hand, Kate falls to the floor and loses consciousness due to the fight. A little later, Matt announces that Sen has died from a gunshot wound. Hearing this, Kate cries and runs out of the house. Matt comforts her and brings her back home, but Kate cannot forget Senator. Meanwhile, it's shown that the real Matt has regained consciousness where the fight took place. He searches the entire house for his wife. Then the lights start flickering again. Kate didn't know that the person beside her was not Matt, but Sen. However, Kate soon becomes suspicious when she sees him eating ice. Meanwhile, Matt tries to break the wall to enter the real room. Finally, he overcomes all obstacles and reaches the room, which has now become a jungle. Sen has used the room to turn the place into a very large outdoor area and has also built a fake house. He also realizes that Sen has kidnapped Kate by taking on his form. As this thought crosses Matt's mind, he becomes desperate to get his wife back. Running through the jungle, he finally reaches the fake house where Sen was forcibly intimate with Kate. Seeing Matt enter, Sen prepares for another fight. When the two fought in the hallway, Kate was surprised because both of them were Matt. They were so similar that Kate couldn't tell who was real and who was fake. Soon after, Sen's true form returns. Meanwhile, Matt and Kate try to get out of the room but can't. This is because Sen had expressed his desire for them to stay permanently in this house near the room. Then Matt sits down and tries to find a way out. Suddenly, Sen appears again and kills Matt with a knife. After that, he tries to explain to Kate, but then Sen realizes that they are actually clones. The real Matt and Kate run out of the room and towards the jungle. Sen chases them to catch them. Sen gets even angrier because Matt and Kate tricked him. Upon reaching the real house, Sen attacks Matt, but Matt drags him outside the house. Realizing the risk to his life, Sen runs towards the door again, but Kate closes the door before he can get inside. Sen calls for his mother to open the door, then his body slowly melts, and he eventually disintegrates. Even after his mistake, Kate cries with his remains in her hands because she had spent a lot of time with him, considering him her child. Then Matt comes to Kate, and they hug each other, trying to alleviate their pain. After that, the scene changes, and it shows that a month later, they have settled in a small house and are living peacefully. However, a few days later, Kate fearfully takes a pregnancy test, and the report comes back positive. She becomes very worried because she doesn't know if the child is Matt's or Sen's. Just then, the lights of their new apartment flicker, so the confusion remains whether they are still in that mysterious room or if there is a defect in the building's construction. Similarly, a confusion remains in Kate's pregnancy. So friends, who do you think is the father of Kate's child, Sen or Matt? Don't forget to comment and let us know, and if you are new to our channel, subscribe and stay with us.